Now that we've worked on our ankle mobility and foot and hip stability, it's time to put all the pieces of the puzzle together with single limb stability exercises. When doing single limb stability exercises, if you've been experiencing knee pain, sometimes these exercises can exacerbate your knee pain. However, it's still important to try to work through these exercises if possible. Typically, my rule of thumb is if you have pain on a scale from 1 to 5, if we're talking about a 0 to 10 scale, it's okay to work through some of that discomfort if it's on a level from 1 to 5. If you feel like you're unable to perform these exercises or you feel like your movement patterns are compromised due to knee pain, make sure to consult with a professional and have that specifically looked at.
So one single leg exercise we're going to be talking about is the Bulgarian split squat. So to set up the Bulgarian split squat, I like to start out with both my feet out front and then lean forward and kick my foot back and set it up that way. And then all you're going to do is brace like we talked about in November. You're going to squat down and then back up, pushing through your tripod foot. So some common fault that we see is having the foot either too close, which ends up causing an improper shin to torso angle, where your shin's going to go too much and your torso is going to be sitting up, or having the foot too far forward, which is going to cause you to rock back and not having the same shin to torso angle that you need to do the movement properly. So again, we'll do a proper one. Start out here and then kick your foot back, sit up, brace your core, then squat down, push through your tripod, back up.
Another single leg movement that's helpful is to do a single leg box squat. A single leg box squat is going to make it really difficult to hide any compensations or poor movement patterns that you have. So what that's going to look like is keeping one leg out and you're just squatting down with the other leg, just like it sounds like. If you have any problems, for example, like you're plopping, then you may need to start out with a fairly high box and progress over time. This is going to help with foot stability and external rotation in your hip. So looking at that from the front, you're also going to examine what your knee is doing as you're doing this squat. Is it staying open or is it caving in? Just one more example of a proper single leg box squat. Keeping that steady and nice and controlled with all that core engagement we talked about in Corvette Bar.
Thank you for following along this month of December as we spoke more about knees and knee pain.
Stay tuned for January for our Movement Mondays.
As we're brewing up something special.